There are people born in this world with a sensitized nervous system. Some of them are naturally more intuitive than others, and they feel the emotions of others vividly but silently. These are their dilemmas. We have Claire, who is a life code 9, and she feels changed within herself and is unsure if her current partner is still a match. Okay, so we have Claire, who's a life code 9, and we have her partner, who's also, interestingly, a life code 9. So put those two next to each other. And let's have a look as to what this particular dynamic is. I mean, we've got this guy who, big thumbs up, so we'll discover in a minute what that means. Okay.
Welcome to the Sensitive Mind Show.
Your purpose in life as a sensitive is to experience the deeper parts of the mind, to move beyond fear and to manage your energy, no matter the circumstance. I'm going to show you, as a sensitive, how you can maximize your talents and feel comfortable in your own skin. For show notes and to join the conversation, visit heidisawyer.com/mind.
So, what has Claire told us? I'm in a relationship now for nearly 14 years and I'm not sure if it's right for me, as I've worked lots on myself and now my other half is looking to settle. I'm afraid I'll get suffocated or lose myself. So what's the problem the situation creates? Can I continue to be me and continue to heal and grow? Is this person a spiritual partner? Can we grow to enjoy each other? I'm afraid the other person will die on me if I commit. So what's the question that she wants me to answer? If we marry, will it be okay in terms of living freedom and content, or is there someone more suitable for each of us? Okay, so big one. So Claire wants to know if this relationship is the right long-term decision for her at this particular stage in her life. Now, we have a big clue in what the real issue is. Okay, we have a huge clue as to what the real issue is in the last sentence that she gave to me, in terms of what she's written here, is can we grow and enjoy each other? I'm afraid the other person will die on me if I commit. That's a big pattern. Okay, so sometimes we can see when something in life is a pattern and when something is actually real. That very sentence tells me immediately that this is a pattern that Claire is in the throes of, and the fear around it is the throes of that pattern rather than actually anything to do with her partner. Now, where are those patterns stored? Well, in life codes 9 to 9, in a romantic relationship, it's a prime place, well, either for it can really work very well, or it's a prime place for, especially in romantic relationship, for two people to really reflect to each other, because the 9 is the unconscious. It's also about endings. So it's about the part of us that's unconscious, and it's about resolving past situations, endings before new beginnings. So when we have two life code 9s, one will bring up the issue of the other one, and then it will kind of be the other one's fault for this kind of clash in scenarios, as in it's seen as that person's fault. And likewise, so something can pop up in this one, and it'll be reflected in this one, and something can pop up in this one, and it'll be reflected in that one. So life code 9s can be on a huge journey together in terms of a friendship or very much a romantic relationship. So what do we have here is this particular situation. Is Claire's fear founded? She's done the growth, she's done this level of awareness, okay? So what she's actually saying is, really, and what she's asking is, I'm beginning to discover that I feel vulnerable. And my ultimate vulnerability is that if I really allow myself to flow into this relationship, what if that person dies on me? I couldn't cope. I really couldn't cope with giving my heart and the person abandoning me by death. That's really what she's saying. So the fact that she has this fear that he'll die if she commits that's very much based on the fact that she's actually fine with the relationship. Okay, so I would say that the feel of it is that she's fine with the relationship dynamics. They're, fairly normal, ups and downs kind of thing, but actually she does feel that this man is committed, because the fear is not that he'll leave her for another woman or another interest in life, or that they'll emotionally grow apart. The big one is she fears that he's going to die on her. So, and this is classic. This is a classic scenario when someone's psyche, especially as a sensitive in the past, has been deeply hurt, really, really hurt. And their association with their vulnerability gets wrapped up in this idea that if they really allow themselves that depth of their own vulnerability in terms of seeing a reliance on somebody else, that if they lost that, they wouldn't survive. The heart would they die of a broken heart, literally. And people can die of a broken heart very much. It can have a huge physical impact on somebody. So let's have a look and see how Claire could, because I think really this is what the dynamic is about, is what does Claire really feel? What does her partner really feel? And what is the deep fear to resolve in order for her to be able to see this relationship clearly? Okay, so let's have a look as far as that's concerned. So first of all, I'm thinking of Claire. Okay, well, we've got this one again. This huge pile of archetypes, massive pile, because I mix up decks in here. We've got this again. We've got the beggar again. Okay. So clearly, this situation for Claire is that her unconscious feels that she's not worthy of love. She's not worthy of a person having a true essence of commitment to her. She doesn't feel worthy of it. So she's almost kind of trying to push it away before they reject her. That's her feeling. That's the depth of that feeling. Okay. So let's have a look as far as Claire's partner is concerned. What do we get as far as he's concerned? Let's have a little look. So I'm thinking of the partner. Let's see what we get. Athlete. Okay. So this is interesting because as far as he's concerned, it's water off a duck's back. He likes to get on with things. He wants to get on with things. So yes, he absolutely wants to get on with making this relationship a committed situation. He wants to just get on with it. He doesn't see what the issue is. He can't see why she would have an issue around it. He doesn't understand. She hasn't communicated the fact that she's frightened. Okay, not frightened of him, but frightened that if she commits, that somehow or another she'll lose him. Okay, so let's have a look to see what would happen if Claire kind of communicated some of this fear, how it would stand with her relationship, to see whether that's a good idea. Let's have a little look, because that would be a big fear. So, asking me to communicate this, really, that feels really uncomfortable. So let's have a little look and see what comes up. So I'm thinking about that. What happens if she actually communicates this fear in a gentle, in her actual vulnerability? Let's see what happens. Ooh, we get the lover. So I like it when we get things like this. So absolutely, this is what Claire needs to do. She needs to sit down with her partner, have a discussion about that she has this deep fear, unexplainable fear, that if she commits properly to this relationship, that somehow or another he'll leave her, and that's the thing that makes her frightened. It's got nothing to do with the distance that he's not right for her or anything like that, and that he currently doesn't understand that. He has no concept of it, so he's not going to guess it. Okay, so Claire actually needs to communicate this, and if she communicates that, absolutely, she really does it properly. This relationship definitely has the possibility of a very happy ending, so to speak, because it will bring them closer together rather than further apart. So what can we learn from this situation? Sometimes when our fear is there and we're trying to work out what that is, if we can express that level of vulnerability to the person who's meant to be closest to us, and they accept us within that, warts and all, they don't try and use it against us, absolutely, that's someone that you can trust in your life moving forward. So it's a brilliant tester in life, because if someone is cruel with how you express that level of vulnerability, then before you even get into a level of commitment, then you know full well that that person is never going to change that to be anything different. So in this situation, we can learn that Claire's fear has got everything to do with a deep, deep fear within herself, not actually anything to do with her relationship, and that in her communicating that with her partner and saying that this is one reason why I'm struggling with this idea of commitment, that it's not really about feeling suffocated, it's actually feeling that what if you then leave me, if I've shown you my vulnerability by committing to you, it feels scary. And even if she just said, look, it feels scary to me and I don't have any reason for it, but I want to talk about it, that this will make them closer. Okay, so that's the end of this episode of the Sensitive Mind Show. If you've enjoyed it and found it helpful, do share it with your friends. So to be sure to join me next week, where I will look forward to giving you an alternative perspective on your relationship dilemmas. Bye for now, and let me leave you with this.
For more great free content designed to support your purchase of my book, Highly Intuitive People, 7 Right Brain Traits to Change the Lives of Intuitive Sensitive People, please visit finallyfeelunderstood.com. There you can subscribe and download for free the meditation specific to today's episode. If you have already read the book, then it's time for you to receive exclusive access and support from me and your fellow intuitive sensitives as we go deeper together along this proven 7-step path by joining us in my monthly membership program called Heidi's Circle. There you can ask me anything in a safe and private environment, and I will answer you live. Join us today by visiting healmyinnerworld.com.